Hey y'all, welcome back to day, what day is this? 5 of the video journal. Today's been a day. Got a lot accomplished. Did a lot of snack making. Made an apple crisp and some blueberry bars and went out and worked in the garden. Thought I had washed my hands, but apparently I missed a spot. Oopsie. Found myself in a weird place today. So I told you guys about the show I've been watching. Actually, Joseph and I had been watching this show, and I've not thought anything about it, about continuing to watch or whatever. Okay. You can hear Aiden in there. Until it got to the last episode. And it was about, I don't know, 5 minutes or so away from being the end of the last episode of the series. And a sadness hit me. He would have loved. We would have had so much fun sitting and watching that show together and finishing it off. I know when he comes out, he can finish it off if he chooses. That I know. But it was just so sad to me that something we started together and something that we had sat and done and talked through and laughed and, holy cannoli through the show and all the things, and I finished it by myself. I don't know why it hit me as hard as it did, but it did. And yeah, it was weird. It was just weird. I don't know if anybody else goes through this or not, okay? I really don't, and I am just winging my way through this. And if it becomes redundant that I keep asking, does anybody else do this? It's truly because I have no clue. I don't know. And I'm just making sure that I'm not the only one, okay? I have no clue. But, yeah. So, went through that. Decided to get up, do some snack making, like I said, and get some stuff done that I've not done. I've not taken the time to do to get back to what I enjoy, and that's baking, and that's cooking from scratch and making all the things. I've got all these ingredients and stuff, and yes, I'm eating different, but I can do sugar-free stuff and testing recipes to see if this works sugar-free or how it works and what I need to do different, all the things that I enjoy. And today I made myself get in the kitchen and get some stuff done and just play around with some stuff, with some ingredients, and y'all, it turned out wonderful. And I felt better afterwards. And then I went outside. I got my hands in the dirt finally. Well, it was mostly mud because it's still wet outside. It's supposed to rain again. tonight and tomorrow. And oh, these storms are never ending. But I'm thankful that, my garden's planted. Pap's got the potatoes put in the ground tonight. We're a little late on that, but you know what? It is what it is. It is. I planted the last of my peppers today. There were some that didn't germinate that I had to restart. And so, I went out. I've got tomatoes out there on the vines. They're just little bitty things, but they'll be edible before too long. And it was good to be out there. It was good to see how everything's growing. And I picked a bunch of sugar snap peas and, finished off what little bit of broccoli I had left out there and brought it in, washed it up. It's in the fridge, maybe for tomorrow night's supper. We do roasted veggies around here every night, and it's wonderful. And looking at the blooms on my zucchinis and my squashes, it was just peaceful. It's funny what triggers your sadness or your grief or whatever it is that you've got going on. It's weird what triggers all that. And who would have thought that watching a show, and by the way, the show is called Hell on Wheels, and it is a wonderful show. If you've never watched it, you need to. And it's just funny how, watching a show on TV could trigger any reaction like that. It was weird. It was weird. I don't know. Did find out today that he might be on the docket for court Tuesday. So, don't know if that's correct or not. We'll see if they've moved it. I don't know. All that's up in the air. We're waiting to find out. Probably won't know anything until Monday, I'm guessing. Maybe even Tuesday. Who knows? I don't. So, yeah. Just another one of those days. But they are getting easier. Like I said, it just hit me out of the blue today. I didn't see it coming. I was totally blindsided by the reaction from that. So, yeah. But we dealt with it well. We got through it. And Aiden even said, "We've had a pretty good day today, haven't we?" Yes, we have. Yes, we have. So, tomorrow will be better. Tomorrow will be better. For sure. Right?